What is the Gum Gum fruit? The Gamu Gamu no Mi is a Paramecia-type devil fruit that grants the user's body the properties of rubber, effectively making them a rubber human. Due to its unique nature, this devil fruit grants the user a baseline body with the properties of rubber, though due to the fruit's true power being dormant, the user's body is limited to restrictions and transformations similar in nature to most Paramecias. The fruit's major strength, as demonstrated by Luffy, is that the user's body permanently adopts the properties of rubber. Their body can stretch, bend, bounce, inflate, and twist much like said substance, even when their power is nullified by way of submergence in water or sea stone exposure. The fruit enables all parts of the consumer's body to behave like rubber, including their organs. This means that certain actions that otherwise would be impossible to do with a normal human body, such as pumping one's own blood or bones with air, can be achieved through this ability for extra speed. When utilizing Gear 4, Luffy makes extensive usage of his Buso Shokuhaki by coating his arms, legs and much of his torso in it to the point that they turn black from hardening. Luffy has shown a limited ability of moving in mid-air by grabbing onto something with an extended limb and pulling himself away from what could have been a fatal attack. In the anime, Luffy has used his stretching abilities to inhale great amounts of air, to thus exhale a big gust of wind. This application of his powers was used to blow away Marigold's poisonous vapor from her venom, spit, and Magellan's poison breath. Once the fruit is awakened, the user undergoes a drastic transformation where their hair and clothing turns white. Their hair resembles flames, their eyebrows resemble spirals, and gains ring pupils in addition to steam wrapped around him, similar to Luffy's Gear 3 and 4. The user can alter their physique without the need of inflating their bones or muscles. According to the Five Elders, the fruit had not been awakened for centuries prior to Luffy's having done so. They believed that preventing the fruit from awakening would be worth incurring the wrath of Kaido, one of the four emperors, suggesting that they greatly fear the fruit's power. When Luffy either activates this state or is in it for long periods of time, he exudes joyous and contagious joy and mirth, giving even hardened enemies a sense of fun during fights. He tends to laugh more and feels light and extremely creative. In this state, Luffy's heartbeat takes on a musical rhythm which has been described by Zunisha as the drums of liberation. His hair and clothes turn white. His eyes glow with red ring-like pupils, and white clouds float around his neck, similar to the clouds of steam that accompany him in Gear 4. As an awakened Zoan, Luffy is afforded far greater strength, speed, and durability than those without awakened Zoan powers. Most notably, he could fight and defeat Kaido, an infamous emperor feared for his nigh-unmatchable might, on nearly equal footing. In fact, the physical feats Luffy can pull off in Gear 5 border on nearly the absurd. He can spin his legs fast enough to run through midair while generating enough friction to ignite fire in his wake. Luffy's already rubbery body gains freedom and flexibility that surpasses what he would receive from his previous forms, to the point that it is now even cartoonishly malleable, with Kaido likening it to something out of a picture book. Luffy's rubbery nature can be extended to the environment around him, as seen when Luffy stretched a section of roof and used it to bounce Kaido's bolo breath back at him. Luffy can affect his surroundings to the point where he can make surfaces, such as the ground beneath him, rubbery to cushion himself from powerful blows and even bounce off and launch himself off of whatever surface his power effects. Despite the strength of this form, due to inexperience, it consumes plenty of energy to maintain and use, even to the point that Luffy can visibly age once detransformed and experience an extensive amount of exhaustion and fatigue. That said, Luffy can transform back by seemingly forcing his heart to beat in the rhythm of the drums of liberation. Also, unlike Paramecia awakenings, Zoan awakenings like Gear 5 carries the inherent risk of the innate nature of the animal that the Gamu Gamu no Mi is derived from. That is all you need to know for the gum gum fruit. Thank you for watching.